We as human beings decide exactly how much respect to give someone within 3 seconds of seeing them.
And the terrifying part is, they do it before you have even opened your mouth. In fact, they're doing it to you right now as you watch this. We are constantly broadcasting our internal value to the world through tiny, subconscious micro behaviors. It's like we're all wearing invisible price tags, and people form their entire reality of who you are based on these silent cues. Today, I am going to reveal the 7 hidden keys to quiet authority. Pay close attention to the 4th one, because it reveals the hidden energy leak that leaves you feeling so exhausted after socializing. And the final one is a secret that goes against everything we have ever been taught about being polite, but it is the ultimate separator between women who are ignored and women who are remembered. It starts the exact moment you cross a threshold. Imagine you're walking into a coffee shop. When we feel anxious, our biological instinct is to make ourselves small. We rush to the counter, shrink our shoulders, and dart our eyes around, just trying to get our coffee and get out. We step into the room like we are trespassing. A woman with quiet authority does the opposite. She pauses. You step inside, you stop for a fraction of a second, and you simply observe the room. You take up space without demanding attention. This signals quiet ownership, which means you non-verbally communicate that you belong in any space you enter. And that exact same power dynamic plays out in how we use our eyes. You are walking down a hallway, and your eyes lock with a stranger or a colleague. The immediate instinct for so many of us is to look down. We break the tension quickly because holding it feels confrontational. This is an unconscious submission reflex, and it instantly puts you in a one-down position. But when you want to command respect, you hold the gaze, just for a heartbeat longer than what feels strictly comfortable. Then, you break eye contact by looking to the side, not down. Looking to the side implies a conscious choice. Looking down implies you feel lesser than the person looking at you. It's a micro-negotiation of power, settled in milliseconds. Think about a job interview. The person who holds the gaze just a moment longer is subtly communicating confidence and authority. Most people don't even realize they're doing this. But holding someone's gaze doesn't mean anything if your body is contradicting you. Which brings us to the alignment of your spine. When we feel insecure, our bodies physically try to protect our vital organs. We cross our arms, hunch our shoulders, or tilt our necks downward. We try to take up as little physical space as possible. Grounded posture is entirely open. Shoulders are dropped and pulled slightly back. The chest is exposed. This is the biological signature of someone who feels entirely safe. It unconsciously tells everyone around you that you do not feel threatened. And people deeply respect a woman who feels safe in her own skin, because safety is the ultimate form of power. Before we go any further, I want you to do something. Notice how you are sitting right now. Are your shoulders tense? Is your jaw clenched? Drop them. Notice how much tension you are holding without realizing it. That silent tension is what the world feels when you walk into a room. The good news is, you now have the power to change that. And that physical tension bleeds right into our 4th cue, your overall energy. Frantic energy is fidgeting with your rings, tapping your foot, or checking your phone constantly. It leaks anxiety, and it is exactly why you feel so physically and emotionally exhausted after socializing. You are burning your internal battery just trying to manage your own discomfort. Grounded energy is absolute stillness. When you stand, you plant both feet firmly. When you sit, you settle into the chair completely. You are deeply present in the physical moment. Stillness is magnetic because it's so rare. In a chaotic, noisy world, a woman who can maintain physical and emotional stillness is an oasis of calm. It draws people in. It commands quiet, undeniable respect. When you finally do open your mouth, the judgment shifts instantly to the pitch and pace of your very first word. Insecurity sounds like a rushing river. It is speaking too quickly, starting sentences with or sorry, and letting your pitch rise at the end of a sentence like a question. It subtly begs the listener for validation, as if you're asking, is it okay for me to be speaking right now? Confidence sounds like deep water. Slower, deeper, more deliberate. You speak slightly slower than you think you need to. Your voice comes from your chest, not your throat. Your statements drop in pitch at the end. A lower, slower tone projects permanence. It subconsciously tells the listener, I am worth listening to, and I do not need to rush for you to hear me. That ability to slow down bleeds right into our next cue, how quickly you react to the world around you. Someone drops a glass, and you jump out of your skin. Your phone buzzes, and you instantly grab it. Someone makes a sharp remark, and you immediately get defensive. The anxious response is immediate and jerky. We become completely reactive to our environment. The authoritative response is measured. You hear your name, you finish your thought, and then you turn your head smoothly. You allow a silence to hang in the air without rushing to fix it. Slowing down your reaction time is a profound demonstration of personal power. It's a conscious choice to not be a puppet of your environment. It proves that you are in control of your own rhythm. The world must adjust to your pace.
Everything we have talked about builds to the final and perhaps most controversial signal, your resting face. So many of us, especially women, fall into the trap of the people-pleasing smile. We use it like a shield. We were taught that we have to be accommodating and polite to be liked, so we wear this tight, nervous, perpetual grin just to prove we aren't a threat. But ironically, it makes you look incredibly anxious.
A grounded expression is neutral, relaxed, and utterly unbothered. Your jaw is unclenched. Your lips are soft. You smile when something is actually warm or amusing, not as a defense mechanism to make others comfortable. It's a form of self-respect. A relaxed face signals emotional regulation. It proves your approval is something to be earned, not something you give away for free to ease the tension.
Here's the unfiltered truth. Human beings decide who you are in the blink of an eye. They read your posture, your eyes, and your stillness before they ever know your name. Once you understand these unspoken rules, you hold the power to rewrite your own narrative.